welcome to Story Time with me, Liz. As always, it's wonderful to have you with me today, wherever you are in the big wide world. I hope that you're doing okay. In fact, how are you? Oh, good. I'm really pleased to hear that. Today we're going to be reading a traditional story. And what do I mean by that? Well, traditional sometimes means old. And I've got a feeling if you ask your mum or your dad or your grandma or your nanny, or your granddad or your grandpa, pops, your aunties, your uncles, your cousins, your older brothers, your older sisters, they would have heard this story because they would have had it told to them. It's been around for a long, long time because it's such a good story. That's why we continue to read it. It's called The Gingerbread Man. There he is. He's looking very happy with himself, isn't he? Looks very smart as well with his red cherry buttons. So we're going to read the story together, and what would be really fantastic if you joined in with me, because the gingerbread man has a little saying that he likes to say throughout the story, so I'm going to repeat it quite often. So when you've heard it and you've memorised it, join in with me, because remember, I can hear you. Okay, will you do that with me? Oh, fantastic, because I love it when you read it, when you read with me. So let's find out what happens in the Gingerbread Man. What adventures does he go on? Here we go, let's find out. Mr. and Mrs. Baker lived all alone. Day after day, they baked big gooey cakes, sweet crumbly pies, and piping hot pastries. But they had no one to share them with, and that made them very sad. Then, one day, Mrs. Baker made a little gingerbread man to cheer them both up. He had jolly jelly buttons and a big icing smile. Dusting the flour from her hands, she popped him into the oven. But, to Mr. and Mrs. Baker's surprise, when the tray came out, the gingerbread man leaped up onto the table and began skipping through the sugar. "Dee, you can't catch me," he giggled. "Bless my cinnamon stars," cried Mrs. Baker as they chased him over the pots, underpans and all round the kitchen. But the gingerbread man was too quick for them, and he jumped right out of the window. Scurrying along the path, the gingerbread man ran into a very hungry cow. "You look tasty," mooed the cow. "And what fine jelly buttons you have." But the gingerbread man just danced and pranced, singing, "Run, run, as fast as you can. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man." And off he ran, as fast as his gingerbread legs could carry him. With a great moo, the cow thundered after the gingerbread man, past the milk churns, through the barn and round the haystack, until, crush! The haystack tumbled over right on top of the cow. "Oh, milkshakes!" cried the very dizzy cow. The gingerbread man scampered up the hill. At the top was a very hungry goat. "Good day," bleated the goat. "I love munching thistles, but you look even better to eat." But the gingerbread man just whirled and twirled, singing, "Are you ready? Run, run, as fast as you can. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man." And off he whizzed, leaving a trail of gingerbread crumbs behind him. So the goat dashed after the gingerbread man through the thistles, over the gate, and in and out of the apple orchard, until smash! The goat butted right into a tree, and the apples came toppling down with a thud, 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 thud. "Oh, nettles!" cried the goat, rubbing his head. "Dee!" laughed the gingerbread man as he frolicked through the meadow. Dozing in a tree, was a very hungry cat. "Meow," said the cat. "You look like a perfect snack." But the gingerbread man just wiggled and giggled, singing, "Are you ready? Run, can. You can't catch me. I'm the Gingerbread Man. And off he whooshed, racing down the lane. Licking her lips, the cat chased the Gingerbread Man around the bush, through the daisies and towards the pond. The cat pounced up, and came down. Splash! Right in the middle of the cold, wet pond. Oh, whiskers! Grumbled the very silly cat. As the Gingerbread Man ran down the hill, he began to laugh and sing. Tee-tee-tee! I'm having fun, I'm running away from everyone. A curly-haired woman, a man in a hat, a cow and a goat and a silly old cat. But when the Gingerbread Man reached the riverbank, he stopped, shivered. It's too cold, how do I cross? Just then, a fox appeared. Hello, little Gingerbread Man, he grinned. Perhaps I can help you. Just climb on my tail and I'll carry you across. Too chilly! The Gingerbread Man squealed as the fox paddled into the river. Then why don't you climb onto my back? Asked the Gingerbread Man. So he did. Too wet! Squeaked the Gingerbread Man as the water swirled at his feet. Climb onto my head, smirked the fox. And the Gingerbread Man scrambled up. But the water rose higher still, so the Gingerbread Man climbed onto the top of the fox's nose. Dee! They'll never catch me! He cried, just as the fox tossed the Gingerbread Man up into the air and opened his mouth out wide and snap. And that was the end of the Gingerbread Man. Oh dear, sighed Mrs. Baker. What a naughty Gingerbread Man he was.
I'm still hungry,
mooed the cow. Me too, bleated the goat. So am I, meowed the cat. Then Mr. Baker said, well, let's all go and bake something else together. So they all trotted back to the bakery to mix and stir the cakes and pastries and pies. But no more Gingerbread Men. It was a fantastic feast. And with their 3 new friends, Mr. and Mrs. Baker were never lonely again. Oh, we've come to the end of the story. Because it's quite an old story, versions of it change. And I have to say, I haven't heard that version for a while. I hope you enjoyed it. And until I see you again, remember, stay safe, stay alert, keep washing those hands, and always keep smiling. Bye for now.